The dream tournament run for Michigan State has come to an end. Now, while it may sting now, down the road this postseason will forever be remembered by Spartan fans. 52-50 the final tonight. Michigan State's run of luck in those tight games finally running out. Butler hitting just 15 of its 49 shots from the field, barely over 30%, but still manages to knock off MSU. Darrell Summers had 14 points, 10 rebounds for State, but turnovers, fouls, and those injuries finally catching up with MSU. Butler will play in the national championship game coming up here on Monday night. Now, joining us now live from Indianapolis, sports director Jack Doles. Jack, either team could have won this game, but both teams went cold down the stretch. Those turnovers, foul trouble, and those injuries really kind of catching up to State, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if cold is a good enough word to describe the shooting we saw between Michigan State and Butler in this game. Butler hit just one field goal in the last 12 minutes, and they still won. And it was that fact that really made this a frustrating loss for the Spartans.
We didn't have the energy we should have had. Guys were playing hard, but we just to be in the Final Four, I don't think we had that energy that we needed.
It was very frustrating, but they did a good job of not letting us get those buckets, and when we made those stops, they did a good job of getting back on defense, not letting us get easy transition buckets.
How difficult is it to get here 2 years in a row to the Final Four and not finish the deal?
Yeah, I mean it's very hard considering getting here 2 years in a row. It's just like a disappointment. But man, when you look back at everything that's happened and what's going on, it was probably destined for us not to win it this year. That's pretty much.
We know what it takes to get to the Final Four and the championship game, but it's just a little bit more we need to do, and somehow we're gonna have to figure that out.
You don't have any idea what that might be?
No, I have no clue. We got to figure it out. We got back to this level twice, and we came up short, so it's something that we're not doing.
When we just didn't have enough weapons left. They're a good team. And then when we got into foul trouble, and I was upset about a couple calls. I really was. Don't take that away from Butler, and don't take it whining. You asked me a question, I'm giving you a man's answer. I didn't like some of them, especially, late. But, so like I said, the gambit of emotions, and maybe Draymond hit the nail on the head. We still started out second half, missing 4 free throws. We missed a couple layups. We had our chances.
I think Tom Izzo handled that in a politically correct manner. There were some very questionable calls in this game that I'm sure Spartan fans are talking about. But, Jason, 5 NCAA tournament games for Michigan State. All 5 were one-point games with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left or fewer in that game. This is the one time they just couldn't finish off the deal. So State gets to the Final Four, second straight year, but once again, no national championship. Live in Indianapolis, Jack Doles, 24 Hour News 8 Sports.